What's up, everybody? My name is Brianna Rudder, and in this tutorial, I'm gonna be showing you how I did my Senegalese twist going all the way down past my knees. If you wanna see more creative hair tutorials like this, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more. So first we're gonna start off with some braiding hair, and I'm using this jumbo braiding hair. The texture is kanekalon, and the color is number 1. I didn't want to use 1B, I wanted it to be a little bit more darker. So if you ever wanna know the difference between 1B and the color number 1, 1B is usually a little bit browner. So now what I'm doing is I'm actually pinching off a third of the hair from the package. So that way I have a section that's going to extend my twist, as you can see here. Now this is the bigger chunk of hair that's going to be used for the top portion of the twist. When doing very long braids or twists, be sure that the ends of your twist is thinner than the top of your twist, so that way you won't have much weight on each braid or twist from your hair. So now that the hair is prepared, I'm gonna pre-twist at the very top, as you can see here, and then I'm going to put it around my tripod. So once I twist it just enough and it goes around my tripod, that helps to reinforce the very top portion of the Senegalese or rope twist, so that way it won't unravel once I install it. So this is how I like to pre-make my twist, and as you can see here, when you're twisting, whatever direction you're twisting in, you're gonna overlap in the opposite direction. So as you can see here, I'm twisting both sections of hair to the right, but when I overleft it on the left side. That way the twist won't unravel. You can easily tell if your twist will unravel or not, because once you finish your twist, it will actually stay intact. But if it does unravel, then you're going to have to repeat the technique until you get it right. You just want to make sure that you're twisting both sides of the twist in the same direction, but you're going to overlap it in the opposite direction. So now it's time to extend this twist. This is the smaller portion of hair that you see here that I'm adding to the very ends. And I made sure to leave about 4 to 5 inches of hair, so that way it's easy to blend the next piece in with the ends of the twist, as you can see here. Make sure that you're smoothing the ends of the hair into the new section, so that way you won't see much flyaways once you're finished. One tip to keep in mind when twisting your Senegalese is to use a clip to help you, so that you can continue to twist down to the ends. That way you don't have to stand so far away to twist your twist. You just use this hair clip to clip the ends onto itself, so that you can continue twisting. And then you just use your scissors to clean up any hairs that are sticking out. That way your Senegalese rope twists look extremely neat. When you're finished, the ends of the twist should look very thin, because it helps reinforce it to not unravel. And this is the completed look to the pre-twisted rope twist. Now, of course, you can buy your own pre-made twists. You don't have to make them yourself. But when you do make them yourself, you can control the size, the length, the color, so much more. And now, as you can see here, I just slightly unravel it to show you that it's very reinforced. It literally snaps right back onto itself. Make sure to do this technique if you don't want your twist to unravel. Now it's time to actually install our rope twist. I'm gonna show you multiple techniques, so be sure to watch all the steps. In this first technique, I'm gonna show you how to do the rubber band method and crochet it onto your head. So at this point, I've divided my hair into 2 sections, and now I'm gonna crochet the hair on one side. So I have my half piece that I'm pulling through the twist, as you see here. So this is just half my section. Now I'm gonna put the 2 pieces together, and I'm going to tie a rubber band around it. So this is literally a mix between the rubber band method and the crochet method. Now, usually when you do the rubber band method, you rubber band your hair first and then you add your twist. But in this instance, it makes it look super seamless to do the technique this way. If you want me to do a full tutorial on how to do an updated rubber band method like you see here, let me know, because I'll show you how to do this with other hairstyles. So at this point, what you're doing is you're twisting your hair around and making sure to open up the Senegalese just a little bit to tuck your hair inside. That way this makes it super easy for you to blend your hair into your Senegalese. You could also use a crochet latch hook if that makes it easier for you, but just by using my hands, I was able to make sure that it blended in super smooth and seamless. So now we got one more section to do. Remember, I told you I was going to show you multiple techniques. So now for our next section, we're actually going to twist it traditionally, meaning we're going to twist from the scalp. So I'm not going to be doing the rubber band method, crochet method, or anything like that. First, you want to add a little bit of edge control since you're near your hairline, so that way these twists look super sleek near the beginning. Now, you do not have to have relaxed hair to do this style. You can be natural, but just make sure you blow out your hair so that way your results look very smooth. So you divide the hair in half, and now we're going to go ahead and section off our braiding hair. Make sure when you're prepping your hair, you have a piece that's smaller for the tail end so that the end of the twist is actually a little thinner. Now you put it directly in the center, and you're going to hold one side of your hand to actually help as an anchor, and then you're going to continue twisting going towards your face. Both twists are going to be twisted in the same direction. So I'm twisting this twist going towards my face as well as this one. And then when I overlap it, I actually overlap the right twist over the left, as you can see here. Now, make sure that when you're overlapping, you feel a little bit of tug. That way you know that you're actually overlapping in the right direction. If you overlap your twist and it feels like it got looser, that means you overlapped in the wrong direction. So just make sure you're taking your time and following all these techniques that I'm showing you in this video if you want your rope Senegalese to look flawless. One important thing to keep in mind when twisting your rope twist is to make sure that you're not rushing and you're smoothing all of the hairs in a downward direction. If you're noticing your twist is lumpy or bumpy, or you have a lot of braiding hair sticking out, that's because you did not take your time to smooth the hair and make sure to gently overlap each section. That way your twists look very smooth. So now we're taking that smaller portion of hair and we're adding it to the ends of the twist. Now for each Senegalese twist, I actually used 3/4 of the package of hair. And then after that, I divided 1/3 of it so that way I can extend the length of the Senegalese rope twist. And make sure that you have enough hair left at the very end of your twist so that when you add your extra braiding hair, it's a lot easier to blend it. So like I said, I suggest you leave about 4 to 5 inches of hair at the very end of your twist so that you can extend it, as you can see. So now that my rope Senegalese are done, there's one more step we need to do, and that is to add some hair growth oil. Now this step is completely optional, but I love to add hair growth oil when I have my braids or twists in my hair because it's so easy to add it to my scalp since my scalp has already been parted. So you can choose to add as much or as little as you want. It truly depends on your needs. I just use this product to make my hair a little bit thicker. So there you have it, ladies. This is the finished look to my Senegalese twist past my knees. If you want to see more looks like this, let me know down below. Also, if you're interested in becoming a full-time YouTuber like me, then I made an online course called YouTube University, where I teach you all the ins and outs of how to become a full-time YouTuber. If you're interested, links are in the description below.